Well, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time that you watch this. Lieutenant Bill Cross with the Saugus Fire Department. Welcome again. I think this is our third segment on fire safety, what firefighters do. The first one that I did, we talked about what you do with this fire inside your house. And we got a ton of phone calls over to the office from adults and older people in town asking how you use a fire extinguisher. So we thought we'd stop working today and we'd come down here and talk to you about this. Before we talk about this though, we're going to talk about using these, but really what I'd like you to do if you have a fire inside your house is to call 911, because we do a lot better with smaller fires than we do with bigger fires. So if you call us as soon as you know you have a fire, the outcome's usually a lot better, okay? It's usually a lot better. But we'll talk about fire extinguishers today. So when I go out and I teach at the senior center or out at maybe a toucher truck or things like that, I ask people ask me to go, yeah, I have a fire extinguisher. I said, well, what type do you have? And they usually say, well, I got the red one. Well, a lot of them are red, okay? But we gotta make sure that we know what type we have here. You wanna make sure that you have what's called an ABC fire extinguisher. If we look at this fire extinguisher here, it says ABC, okay? What does that mean, ABC? We've got Class A is wood and paper, Class B, flammable liquids, and Class C, live electrical. You wanna make sure you have an ABC. A lot of these things, when you go to different stores and you go and you buy these, a lot of people, they go out and they buy the nice white one because it looks great on their counter, or they buy the smaller one, it's really fancy, it looks great with my toaster. But we want to make sure that it's an ABC, because a lot of these that you'll buy are BC. So God forbid you had a fire in your trash barrel and you went and you pulled a BC out to try and put the fire out. It's not going to work, okay? It's not going to work. So we want to make sure we have an ABC, okay? The simple thing is when I'm thinking about using this, I want to think, and it breaks me heart to say it, Tom Brady. I want to think about Tom Brady when I'm going to use a fire extinguisher. I miss him already, but we want to think of Tom Brady. What does Tom Brady do? He passes. He throws a pass. So that's the acronym you're going to use when you use a fire extinguisher. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the pin. So I pull this pin out, pull the pin out. Okay, that's step number one. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to aim my nozzle. I'm going to have my nozzle, I'm going to aim. I'm going to put the pin back in because I don't want to have an accident here. All right. Come on, baby. You don't want to go back in. All right, I'll be careful. So I pull my pin, that's the P. I'm going to aim my nozzle, okay? I'm going to squeeze my trigger down, and I'm going to sweep back and forth, moving towards the fire, right at the base of the fire. I'm going to squeeze. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. That's how we use a fire extinguisher, all right? If we come back over to this fire extinguisher, for a couple other things about this, make sure if you have one that you're charged and that you're in the green, okay? If it's been partly used or it lost its charge, it's time to get a new one, okay? It's time to get a new one. But again, think about fires. A fire, when you have a fire now in your homes, it more than doubles in size every 30 seconds that you don't put water on it, okay? So if you have a kitchen fire or you have a fire on your stove, you can use baking soda as well. If you're going to use one of these, you're going to think of Tom Brady. You're going to think, man, I wish he was on our team. But no, you're going to think, pass. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the trigger, sweep back and forth at the base of the fire. And then always call 911 afterwards. That's our segment here today. Thanks for listening. If you have questions or concerns, you can post on Facebook here. You can call the fire station, 781-941-1170, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So thanks a lot. Be safe with this virus. Stay in, stay away from people. We'll get ahead of this thing, and we'll have a great summer. Thanks a lot.